We've been all communicating with symbols almost from the dawn of time, right? I mean, no matter if it's a picture or a painting. And now, when you want to communicate with someone, whether it's on your phone or your tablet or however, you want to add emotion, you want to add image, you want to add a sense of place and a sense of purpose. On Milwaukee, we are a digital media company headquartered in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. We started in 1998, really as a signature online magazine. We're a one-stop shop for digital solutions, and we happen to publish what we think is a pretty lively, awesome entertainment lifestyle magazine for Milwaukee. We strive to do it on Milwaukee every day. It's gonna hit people where they live, how they live, and why they live. And the Locomoji project has all been about how can we kind of forge a better connection with the community that we love and live and breathe and play in every day. So Locomoji, they're emoji stickers.
Locomojis aren't true emojis because emojis are regulated by the Unicode Consortium, and if that doesn't put you to sleep, let me tell you, it's a very complex and nearly impossible process to get a new emoji into the Unicode standard. So Locomojis bypass all that, but as a result, they don't work in quite the same way. So really they're a sticker or an image that you copy and paste into your messages. The two ways that you can do that are you can open up the app and then you can just tap on one of the icons and then just share it immediately from there. That doesn't require any special permissions. On iOS, there's a special keyboard that you can use where you don't have to leave your messages. You can go and just send it directly from the keyboard. That one you have to go install the keyboard and then you have to allow full access, which is necessary for copy and pasting. So you either tap and send or install the keyboard and then copy and paste and send.
It's all free, which is great too. We're doing some kind of freemium model, really, so there's opportunities to buy bundles for 99 cents like a lot of the apps are. So the Locomojis, yes, they're rooted in this wonderful hometown of Milwaukee, but they're more about kind of what we're doing and how we're doing it in Milwaukee. So you may see a local building that we'd all know and trust. You may see an astronaut, but that astronaut happens to be James Lovell, who grew up in Milwaukee. And that astronaut means something. An astronaut has that connotation of, flight and experience. It's really hitting people where they live, and that's what we're all about at Milwaukee.
The first Locomoji that we did was the Milverine, which is the Milwaukee equivalent of Wolverine from the X-Men comic books. Milverine, 15 minutes, it was done. And that was kind of the seed for everything. We were trying to think of things that would be useful and also recognizable. And so there were some that were easy to come up with, like Laverne and Shirley. Those are two icons for Milwaukee. People still relate to those faces. Something that people in California don't understand is that when it hits 50 degrees after like a nice cold winter, Milwaukeeans get out there in their shorts. And so that's like something that's a little bit more difficult to render. How do you render 50 degrees exactly? So we put a little bit of melting snow in there, we put a thermometer, put some long sleeve shirts on them, and then put some shorts on the little characters. We did an old fashioned, that's like a drink that's around Milwaukee. People were asking, well, where's the beer? Milwaukee's a beer town, where's the beer? The iOS keyboard already has a beer. And so we were trying to look for ways to fill in those gaps. So beer wasn't necessary, but the old fashioned was.
Cream Puff, obviously a signature at State Fair. But again, is more about kind of a sweet tooth or candy in State Fair, but you can kind of bring it back to something that you care about.
My favorite icon at the moment is the Palateria push cart. Those are the little ice cream carts that are pushed around in the South Side and Walker's Point area.
The cheesehead is kind of the low-hanging fruit in Wisconsin. You gotta do it, but it means more than just cheese in Wisconsin. It could have connotations to your favorite football team or whatever it may be.
The bingo board can represent actually going to Potawatomi to play bingo, or somebody comes up with some good idea, and then instead of sending the bronze fawn's thumbs up, then you can send the bingo board saying, bingo, you got it.
We always go back kind of the mom test. If I'm gonna text my mom and say, all right, mom, we're gonna meet you at 1:15 on the Riverwalk, I hope that she doesn't send me the thumbs up back. I hope she sends me the double bronze fawn's thumbs up, because that has a sense of place and a connection to where we live. We really tried to find those iconic places that people already know, but that are fun and experience driven. You know, we're looking in, how do we maybe do a Milwaukee history component to kind of tell the great stories about Milwaukee.
One of the first updates that we released had an icon named Val Phillips, and she was the first African-American alderwoman.
Will Allen from Growing Power. It's about urban farming, it's about the green movement, it's about gardening, and he's from here. I mean, Will Allen really symbolizes what's happening in agriculture today, and it's rooted in community.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, trying to get the basketball out of his hands.
And again, rooted in Bucks history, but Kareem is about so much more than just basketball.
Definitely like to include more people or events or faces that people can become more aware of the way that their city came together. The creation of a Locomoji can take anywhere between 15 minutes to a couple hours, depends on the complexity. So if we do Byron Kilbourne, he's one of the founders of Milwaukee. We drum up a bunch of images, try to figure out what the essence of that particular thing is. The first 20 Locomojis that we had were kind of like the just spur of the moment, like here's what we're thinking. And then after that, we tried to come up with themes so that we could work with sponsors so that we could increase the relatability of the Locomojis to the general population.
Feedback's been overwhelmingly positive and really just putting smiles on people's faces, and that's what it's all about.
Summerfest instruments, iconic. We also did one for the underwear rides. Those happen in Milwaukee.
There's a longevity and just a passion point to the Locomoji project that we're really proud of, and you can see it with the use every day.